Could everyone say the word pineapple? Could everyone say the word coal? Now, could everyone clap their hands exactly once? The power of words is undeniable. I mean, I made you guys say random words and clap for no reason. With over 1 million words in the English language, it is clear that the way that we manipulate our words has endless possibilities. When I was 11 years old, I've been learning the violin for 6 years. I dreaded practicing. Going to lessons felt like a chore, and I wasn't really enjoying myself. Despite having spent more than half of my life dedicated to pulling a string against a hollow piece of wood, I was still bad at the violin. It was always, I have to practice, I have to go to my lesson, I have to perform. Until one day, something clicked. What if the violin was more than just a hollow piece of wood? What if instead of having to practice, I got to practice? All it took was one word. It doesn't seem like much, one word, but that one change allowed me to view the violin as more of a hobby than a chore. And that allowed me to find my passion for music, which has improved my playing significantly over many years. But your words don't only affect you, it has the power to affect others. I had a friend who was always dragging others down, finding real joy in being a pest. Whether it was squirting water at people or smearing sawdust on others, he was always trying to annoy people. But all anyone ever said to him in response was, "Stop. Why are you so annoying?" Of course, this only led him to laugh and continue his behavior. Then, one day, when he was whipping people with a towel, I went up to him and I said, "Come on, you're better than that." And he paused for a moment. He considered what I had said. Every day up until this point, all anyone ever said to him were negative words. But this was different. I was challenging him to be a better person, to not be annoying anymore. So he said, "You know what? You're right." Then he walked off. Later that night, he texted me and thanked me for the wake-up call. He said he'd realized he'd been a pest recently and he would stop. And he did. All it took was one person's words to steer someone into the right direction. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this what we all strive to do? The power to create change, not only in ourselves, but others all around the world. But this power isn't always used for good. You see, words can be powerful catalysts for change, but they can also be poison. For example, one of the greatest assets of totalitarian leaders were words. After surrendering in 1945, Albert Speer, Minister of War Armament and War Production in Nazi Germany, made the remark, "So, now the end has come." Good. It was all only a kind of opera anyway. For the atrocity of the Nazis to take place, the entire population had to be orchestrated under a lie. A lie so big that it entombed millions of people. The German people did not see an objective reality. They saw, thought, and spoke exactly the way that had been preached to them. It were words that drove them to dehumanize the Jewish people. It were words that convinced them to believe that certain minority groups were the enemy. Thus, it were words that led to the deaths of millions of people. So, adjudicator, ladies and gentlemen, words change lives. Your lives. You can inspire yourself and others to achieve success, or you could drive others to hurt and kill. Ladies and gentlemen, let us use our words carefully, for it can make or break the world.